Welcome back. The SGX Nifty is indicating a gap up, and let's see if that sustains or not. 17,020, though it's off the morning highs. Sudarshan Sukhani and Mitessh Thakkar now joining us. Gentlemen, good morning. Sudarshan, at 3:30, it would have required a lot of courage to take home long positions, right? Those who would have done it will get rewarded. But that's more of a punt than a trade, right? But how to approach trade today if we open with 130-point gap up?
Yeah, good morning, Anuj. You are quite right. A punt or a gamble or a completely random decision. So at 3:30, the idea of taking a long trade would have been without any basis, but I'm sure some people did it, and good for them. See, the trade is that the market is in a correction. Now, corrections are not easy to trade. I keep on repeating that. We see gap downs, gap ups. When we go long, the market comes down. When we go short, the market goes up. But today, the view is that after this gap up, the chances are that the original correction will assert itself. So this is a sell on rally market for the day. So somewhere between 17,100 and 17,150, we should be looking to build short positions. And if it works throughout the day, then we could carry some of it. Use only options, and that applies to the Bank Nifty and the Nifty both. Both have broken significant support levels, so the rallies should be sold into.
The rally should be sold into. Okay. Mitessh, good morning. Would you sell the rally, or could the market trap the shorts today?
My sense is that I think, the market has definitely turned weak, but in the short term, it's also become very oversold. So I think there could be some consolidation between 16,750, that being the lower end of the range, and 17,250, 220 levels being the upper end of the range. So I think today we might actually start the journey towards the upper end of the range. In that sense, I think, a dip can be bought, not the opening gap up, but I think if you get a 50-point dip post that, then I think you might want to explore a long for targets of around 17,200, 250. So I think it's a phase when the market will become choppy and consolidate within a range.
Okay, what about individual stocks then? Let's get down to that. Mitessh, what are you looking at this morning?
I have 3 buys and a sell. Asian Paints made a fresh 52-week high, good breakout there. Buy with a stop at 35.40 for targets of 36.50. HUL is a buy with a stop at 26.80 for targets of 27.50, and Divi's Lab, that's a buy with a stop at 36.65 for targets of 37.75. One stock I would want to explore selling on some kind of opening gap up will be ITC around 328. It's had a very good rally, now showing first signs of a correction. So on a bounce sell around 328 with a stop at 334 for a pullback to about 315 levels.
Mitessh, this is the first sell call on ITC in this year.
Going against the trend.
Yes. So let's see if that works or not. I mean, obviously, that actually that's what I like. I mean, if you are willing to take the counter trend, because sometimes it's easy to just stay with the trend and say, okay, buy the dip, but even if you can preempt, I mean, obviously Mitessh knows the risk that he'll be taking with a trade like ITC.
And it has rallied a lot, to be fair,
Absolutely.
right? So maybe this is the right time to go counter.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Absolutely. But, he's taken the call. That's what I'm saying. Sudarshan, what are your stock calls?
Well, it's mixed buying and selling both. Berger Paints is a buy. Just like Asian Paints, that is making new highs, while this one is not making new highs. It's been in a completely narrow range for the last 6-7 days while the Nifty was tumbling down. That shows a lot of relative strength. So it's a buying opportunity with a stop under 622. BHL is a buy. BHL has been moving in a narrow range for 3 days. It's outperforming the Nifty in the short term. I think there is some bargain hunting buying possible here. Buy with a stop under 55. GNFC is an intraday short. The stock has been weaker than the Nifty, which says a lot. So the stop loss is 3632, and it's an intraday only. All short positions should be intraday. And Hindalco continues to remain weak. If the markets weaken in the afternoon, then one of the first stocks that's likely to hit will be Hindalco. It's an intraday short with a stop above 373.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. Just stay on, we'll come back. We also have the pre-opening rates kicking in a bit, so we'll get to that as well. Our guest in just a while will be Rashesh Gogri of Aarti Industries. He'll join in to talk about the pharma business demerger. Do stay tuned in.